appreciate you, but you know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah. But I'm not, no, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, you're saying, I don't, but you're saying that I don't understand or I'm not with Black Lives Matter with the minorities because I don't put my hand up. I'm not about to make sure.
I think we all just want some like closeness on a lot of this.
Tell you what.
So I don't want anybody yelling at me. I don't want anybody disrespectful. I don't think that's fair. Especially because
I would tell them the same.
All of you out here with us, not against us. It's fine as a competition.
I appreciate you.
So I'm not really calling you a bad
No, you're good. I appreciate you. That's what I'm saying.
I think
You want to get from me? I'm just gonna.
like them as a brotherhood and us as like it shouldn't be separate.
I understand.
Appreciate it for listening.
I'm just listen. Like I said,
Yeah.
wrong.
People don't want to hear that.
Wrong from both sides. I'm not just calling out wrong from. That's what I'm saying.
Communication needs to be better. This is
Let's get back to the point where yeah, it's I was there Saturday. I walked up to some people that were angry and just listened to them. What do they say? 5 most important words to tell me about yourself. And it's amazing how they calm down. Anyhow, I appreciate it.
There's a government, there's an order from the government. Everything's shut down, so.
Okay, let's get back to it.
No, I appreciate you too. Appreciate you. Stay safe.
no, I thought that was
Oh no, you should not. Me, I'm not shaking. I'm not.
okay.
You don't.
Awesome. Yeah.
Our discussions that are happening aren't easy discussions, but people have to start having those discussions. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like I said, I don't know if you heard everything I told her, but I said I'll be doing a disservice to the people I stand up here with that risk their lives for me, and I do the same to have my back. If something happened, if I just spoke on one side, and I'll be doing a disservice to my family, my mother who raised me, if I just went on this side. You understand? But we have to start having these hard discussions. You ask me, or I say I'm not from here, so I'm not going to blast out where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to blast out where I'm from, but in my life experience, I've seen stuff that why people are saying against police brutality and everything like that. But the reason I got into this field is because I know there are good people, and I want to be. There wasn't a whole lot of positive minority role models in law enforcement when I was growing up. So if I could make one child, black, white, Hispanic, no matter what, feel safer because I'm in this uniform, then that's why I do it. That's why I did it, to be a positive, to be another positive role model, to look like other than an athlete, other than a teacher, law enforcement. Like I'm not here. I wouldn't be in this uniform if I felt that the people I work with and stuff like that were wrong or did anything. I haven't seen anything. People are asking us questions about stuff that happened in Salt Lake, but you see, we've been here the whole time. We're on the Capitol, we're not in Salt Lake. So we just gotta have these hard discussions to come together because like you gotta understand, we want us to show unity with you guys, but when everybody keeps on saying F the police, that's separating yourself just the same. So everybody's saying come from behind this line, like when I say the majority of people are here for the right reason, yes. But the ones that aren't, you see everything that's going on in Las Vegas, African American
I got on the media at one of the marches later on, and they asked me my opinion. I wanted to get the message out, like the hate cancer, and that to create a healthier body politics. So they asked me my interview of what's going on in the marches. I said, let's look at this as a cancer patient, like I mentioned before in another video clip. And I said the media could get out there and talk about that the only thing we have to hate is hate itself. And that's the key to God's gift for us, for all of us, to solve the coronavirus, to solve a lot of other problems as well. And that's the key. The media, I had my chance to say something, and I gave my opinion. But this is what they came up with.
In Salt Lake City over the death of George Floyd, and tonight demonstrators returned to the streets.
As news specialist Andrew Adams found out, they believe their message is being heard. Andrew?
Dave, that's the sentiment that we heard from some of the people that we talked to tonight, but they acknowledge there's still a lot of work ahead in spreading their message and forcing real change, and they remain committed to pounding the pavement to keep the issue at the forefront.
Even the threat of rain couldn't deter the demonstration. 9 days after the first George Floyd protest in Salt Lake City, this group already knew the lessons by heart.
Like how much history we don't even know within our own people, and like how the government and the system is really corrupt.
While delivering an education on incalculable laws. The few dozen here had planned a march to the Capitol, as many had done before them. But almost as soon as they reached the top of the hill, plans changed as a different group of demonstrators decided to march back down.
And it's amazing how when people listen to each other, we can learn from each other. And at the same time, we can create a better society.
Organized separately, they were united in message.
No justice! No peace!
By pausing traffic and taking a knee when they reached intersections, protesters hoped to somehow stop racism and police brutality.
Well, like it means a lot coming out here, how people are actively choosing to come out here and say something and take a stance about what's going on.
America, they say, still has plenty to learn.
My own generation is educating our generation about how our past behaved, or our history in the past that nobody wants to speak of.
Well, for a while tonight, we didn't even see a police presence, and when we did, it was to help direct traffic. It sounds like some of the demonstrators are planning to be back at the end of the night. We heard several of them say, we'll see you tomorrow.
This is a nurse's station at a hospital. Natural lighting. Research shows that whenever they redesign the nurse's station with natural lighting, and also hospitals with natural lighting, patients heal better, faster, nurses make fewer mistakes, etc. Morale goes up. The key to research of the vaccine is that we need to look at the workplace. Now, it's not going to be easy to go develop the vaccine with the bigger database of the DNA that's out there from people all over the world. It's going to be it's going to take a lot of concentration. We got to look at little things like the lighting. Also the food. The old tradition that there's only lunch break after 4 hours. The brain is not as functional after 2 without food. Maybe there should be little fruits there with after 2 hours of working, take a snack, and then the brain power goes up. And then that way the researchers can discover where to go with this vaccine. The other thing is also before they leave, after lunch, the same thing. Get rid of those sugary foods in the snack room. That just gives a big sugar high and then sugar low, which is not good for concentration. And so that's another key. And also another problem is there are a lot of hospitals or insurance companies health insurance companies, they just kind of, well, we deny you this coverage. How do we know that one of those people that they denied had health problems or died could have contributed something to society? So we got to reanalyze that as an issue for the presidency and not just hate each other. Schooling is also a good investment, as I believe God or some power to be works through all of us, no matter walk of life, etc. We don't know which student at our schools could have contributed to the vaccine. How to come up with technology to put out fires faster. How about ways to increase the economy to pay off the debt? Which student is it? When we cut education, we cut ideas from our equation to create a healthier society in many ways than one. So the answers, like I think, is that God works through all of us. That student that we failed because we cut back on education fails all of us. The red, white, and blue. The red, Republicans, conservatives. The blue, the Democrats, the liberals. The white, when we surrender to each other, not to create complete surrender where we create the white flag, but that of enough between the red and the blue that we create the goodwill between each other, which we create the good old red, white, and blue.